Merry Meet Friends, Vic's here, and I have just about survived the Easter break, thanks in large part to the fact that the kids spent the weekend at my mum's. But the break has really highlighted just how much I've got in my brain right now. So we're going to do something a little bit different today. I haven't been creating much, so I don't really have anything to show off, but I do have lots of thoughts and plans and ideas and things that need to be sorted out. And I thought I would take you along for the ride and ask for some advice, really, because there's some projects I can't quite decide what to do with. But the first thing I need to do is get a bit tidied up in here. So let's go. Okay, which is a nice segue, I suppose, into problem number one. I'm not sure how much of a problem it is, but this is the start of a cardigan. Now, I love an unusually constructed cardigan. So this one, you knit a strip of lace. It's called the Lush cardigan. The strip of lace goes sort of around like a yoke, and then you pick up stitches and knit up for the collar, pick up stitches and knit down for the rest of the cardigan. Now, I have followed the instructions. I want it to be more fitted, so I'm working a size down, but while I was blocking this, because the pattern specifically tells you to, it has grown somewhat, and I'm now really concerned that the cardigan is going to end up being massively oversized. So it's supposed to go somewhere like here, and look. So I'm left with that problem of, do I trust the pattern, follow the pattern, and hope for the best? Or do I do what I think I need to do to fix it now, follow a different size on the pattern, and again, hope for the best? So that's giving me some extra thoughts that I wasn't quite prepared for. So the other thing that's on my mind, Toft. I've got a long list of Toft creations. Now the first one that my son chose is loop stitch all over. So while I've started it, I don't often feel like picking it up and doing any of it. And it's a bit like that tidying. Once you stop procrastinating and just do it, it's so quick and it feels so good. But I just don't overly enjoy the loop stitch. So that's kind of been put on a back burner. And but there's still quite a few on my list for myself. But then Glitchy Brain gets involved and it's like, well, you can't start another one until you've finished the ridiculous loop stitch cat. You know, so I could be making 5 other Toft projects, but Glitchy Brain won't let me because the cat has to be finished first. And with that thought, I need a sip of coffee. Sup of coffee? Into the exciting portion of the video. I've left my beautiful book upstairs. Bear with. Okay, check this out. Beautiful, no? So this was part of a book and yarn swap and it's so beautiful. It's small, which I am in love with, but it's got such a heft to it. These are not flimsy pages. And you would think that being bright white would be hard on the eyes, but it absolutely isn't. And it's just so easy to sit, you know, like the old-fashioned ladies, book in one hand, you know, it's just, oh, it is so perfect. The one thing I will say is, it says on the back, drawing from the Victorian language of flowers, again, love it. Each signature Gilded Classics cover features florals directly inspired by the themes of the text. Now, I cannot find anywhere that tells me in the book or online what these flowers are. And it's frustrating the heck out of me. So if anybody knows, if you can identify those flowers, if you found it anywhere online, if you remember the book any better than I do and can tell me the floral themes, because the ones that have been mentioned so far, I don't think that's what that is. So that was the book, and then these are the yarns that came with it. Gorgeous, sparkly, go beautifully well together. They are DK because that's what I'm gravitating towards at the moment, but I can't find a pattern that I want to make with them. And I have this thing, I am well known in certain circles for how I like to theme my makes. So because it's Jane Eyre themed yarn, I want to make a Jane Eyre themed pattern. I have found a couple of gorgeous patterns that people have designed based on either the book itself or Charlotte Bronte. But one of them I'm really struggling to get hold of. The other one is designed for fingering weight yarn, and I'm not sure how far my DK would go. So I was a bit stumped. Now I did find, I did find a lovely sock pattern. It ticked most of the boxes. In the 1840s and 1850s, again, based on somewhat superficial and limited knowledge, they would have worn knitted stockings and mitts. So I thought, okay, I will go with that, and I will make this lovely pair of socks, and then with whatever I've got left over, I'll make a lovely pair of fingerless mittens. But the sock pattern has been a nightmare, so it's gone. So I thought, what if I just make a pair of plain socks and add some colour work, or I can't think what you call it, when you add a design or a pattern just using purl stitches, because again, even cable stitches weren't really a thing. Which is again where the irritation over the flowers comes in, because if I knew what the flowers were, I could put the flowers on the socks. Anyway, so that's one of those things where it was absolutely possible for me to have made something over the Easter break, but things just keep getting in my way. I keep having these days where I plan to do X, Y, and Z, and for whatever reason I can't. And it just completely throws me, and I don't know what to do for the day, and I just get so lost, and I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed with myself, and I'm annoyed at the world because things keep going wrong. But I do have some fun ponderances, and I think I'm just gonna be decisive and brave and what's the other word? Decisive and brave, probably stubborn. I'm going to be stubborn and I'm going to persevere, because today is the 16th, I think, of April, which means I've got 10 days to finish my Aliens outfit for Aliens Day. So that I'm excited about. We then also, hubby and I are going away for our first solo holiday since the children were born, for our wedding anniversary next month. We're going up to Yorkshire and we are going for a day in Whitby. So I feel like I need to make myself a nice big flowy skirt. I've got the perfect shawl to wear, which again, that was one of my best ever themed projects. It was stunning. But also part and parcel of that is Me Made May. Now I hate the name, but I do love a bit of alliteration, so I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna give myself a bit of leeway. I am going to include things that I have altered, as well as things that I've made from scratch, but I would love to make another couple of pieces. It's not gonna be enough for a different outfit every day, but hopefully I'll be able to mix and match it a little bit more. But I would love to make some more pieces and try to participate properly in Me Made May this year. So those are the things that I'm currently thinking about. My Lush cardigan, many, many tofts, my beautiful Jane Eyre yarn, prepping for Aliens Day, my holiday, and Me Made May. So, and honestly, I thought sitting down and making this video would help. I thought it would help me do the thinking and figure the things out, but it hasn't. Got any thoughts? If you've maybe made a Lush cardigan, can you let me know? Any recommendations? And hopefully I will see you soon with another video. Bye.